Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, January the 23rd, 2026. I wanted to say 2023, I resisted it. We have a little story from the almanac with its gold leaves. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Woohoo! It's a really good idea to do that, to have a bit of bling. And that circle as well. Swing. It is a woodland tale for January, Batushka and the Wood Maiden. This is an old Czech story about a wood maiden, a mystical figure part birch tree, part woman. Large swathes of the Czech Republic are covered in birch forest, that must be nice, which favours cool mountain climates, and the story plays on the tree's tall, slender shape and delicate leaves, which turn gold in autumn. How weird is that? Swing! So that is a sign, I suppose. I like that. Okay. Batushka and her mother lived in a tumble-down cottage in the forest with 2 goats and had to work hard to make ends meet. Every day, Batushka went to the forest so the goats could graze and spun flax as she watched them. "Don't come back without a full spindle," her mother reminded her each morning. I can just see Batushka's like on her way out. And indeed she spun all day, but briefly at noon she would lay her work down, eat her bread and cheese, and then dance around the birch trees before settling back down to work. One day at noon she just started dancing when a beautiful woman dressed in white with long shimmering golden hair appeared from the trees. "I like to see you dance, Batushka. Will you dance with me?" she said. Her smile was so kind and her manner so gentle that Batushka said yes. The birds in the trees struck up a tune, and the 2 danced and danced till the sun went down. Batushka looked around and the woman had vanished. The sun was sinking below the woods and she had not completed her spinning. She rushed home and hid the spindle from her mother in shame. The next day, this is the equivalent of telling your mum you're staying at a friend's house when you're actually staying at a different friend's house and packing a different change of clothes, isn't it? If you know, you know. The next day she set out for the woods, promising herself not to make the same mistake again. Noon arrived and she said to the goats, "I must not dance today." But then the woman appeared. The lovely voice came. "You dance so well." And so we all know what happened. She started dancing, and there's a picture of her dancing. That's a really nice picture, actually. I love the birch trees. "If you promise to dance with me, I will have your spinning done before nightfall," said the lady. We've all heard that before, haven't we? The pair danced and danced, and then the sun began to go down, though this time, true to her word, cynical Gemma, the lady stopped dancing just before the sunset, wound Batushka's flax around the stem of a birch, and began to spin, and in no time at all the spindle was full. On the 3rd day, Batushka went to the woods and happily danced with the lady when she appeared, but at the end of the day, when it came time to complete her spinning, the maiden said, "I will give you something much more precious today, but you must not look until you return home." I think we all know how this is going to go. After rustling around in Batushka's basket, she then vanished as before. Now Batushka was puzzled and worried as her spinning wasn't completed. Grumpy, she set off for home, and before long she could not resist peeking in the basket. Apple. It was filled to the brim with the golden beech leaves that had fallen from the trees in autumn. Furious, she threw great handfuls of them out of the basket and ran home. When her mother asked her why she was so upset, she told her everything. "Oh my God," said her mum, "you met a wood maiden. They often give little girls rich presents. Did she give you anything?" "No," said Batushka, "she just filled up the basket with old leaves." Her mother ran to the basket. Every single leaf had been turned into a piece of gold. They headed straight back to the woods where Batushka had thrown the leaves, but they were just leaves. Still, Batushka and her mother had enough gold to buy themselves a little farm with fields and cattle, and there they and the goats lived a very happy life. I like that. I like that. It's got a kind of, it's a feminist arc in there as well. Excuse me, one moment. I have a drink. One of you mentioned, let me know who you are in the comments, the vice versa. So I went looking for it. I told you I would, and I did. And I found it. Yes, I did. 2017. My God, how the time flies, doesn't it? So the vice versa shows you the front and the back. And sort of night and day. I was just seeing if it had something to tell you, but it doesn't. You'll see. You'll see. Many of you will know it from the past because many of you have been with the channel for a really long time. And thank you, because I don't really say that enough. Okay, that one wants to come out anyway. What is that? Ooh. What do we need to know, vice versa? You. Ooh, this is spiritual big jobs. I'm declaring some spiritual big jobs, I think, here. Okay. Yeah, so that must be night and that's day. I'm going to show you night first. One side we have the Emperor. And the Emperor, this is nighttime because we've got like a dark blue sky and we've got stars. So I'm like, it's nighttime. Emperor. Taking control of your own destiny, okay? And I'm just wondering if they're going to tell us about that thing in his hand. Sorry, I'm full of that today. No. That's what, is that an ankh? Someone tell me. I know it, I sort of know what it is and I sort of don't. That thing there, is that an ankh? And a ball. This could be a game. This could be like pickleball. Emperor styly. Anyway, there's the Emperor in the night time, and then in the day we have the Emperor again. Still got the two symbols, the ankh thing, and we've also got the sun there as well, because the Emperor represents Aries actually, but also fire. And then we have a cube, but I'm not too sure what the cube is. I know, symbolism. Symbolism everywhere, people. This is about taking control of your own destiny, though, which is interesting because the next card that comes is the High Priestess. So this is the nighttime version of her. Don't know about you, but I think I like the nighttime versions better. Here she is. There's the floor that she's about to clean with the flash. And then we have the daytime, although I do like that too now. No, can't decide. Do like that too. So we have this key, and also of course with the High Priestess, she's kind of this feminine knowledge, but she has the book, so she has the scripture, but she also has the intuition. Now if you put these two together, you get taking charge of your own intuition, taking charge of your own spell casting, taking charge of your own ability to not just read between the lines, but to scry and to know that your authority lies in your intuition. Just in case you were wondering. Sometimes we battle with it. We think, is it intuition? Is it anxiety? Is it true? Is it false? There's someone just smacking something randomly outside. No doubt they'll drill in a minute. Yeah. Just taking it on faith that your intuition is, it's not right or wrong, but it's in alignment with you and you're feeling it. And then the third card that we get, interestingly, is not very glamorous when you see it in the daytime one, the Eight of Wands, but rather good in the night. I know, because then you get like the Pegasus type horse and you get the lightning, a breakthrough in communication. So communicating using the assurity of the Emperor, or the, what do they call that? It's like gravitas, authority, I suppose. Using the authority of the Emperor, speaking with an authoritative voice, but through your intuition. So anything to do with poetry, anything to do with tarot, anything to do with Just simply you expressing something because you have a hunch will be good. Okay, it's a little bit like the story we had where if she had just kept the lid shut and believed, she'd have had loads and loads of gold. I know. Keep the lid shut and believe. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.